Bruce, you must have something really good too.
Of course I do. It's Bruce Danielson, and I guess I'm here to entertain you too.
He's having some problems.
Good evening, and welcome to the Carnegie Town Hall. This meeting of the City Planning Commission will begin with a few introductory remarks. The City of Sioux Falls Planning Commission serves as an advisory board of the City Council. It is the responsibility of the Planning Commission to consider and make recommendations on land use and zoning matters. Actions taken tonight on conditional use permits are final unless appealed to the City Council in writing in 5 days, and any actions taken tonight on initial development plans, alternative plans, or minor amendments are final. Any recommendations made on preliminary subdivision plan requests tonight will be referred to the City Council for final action at the third council meeting of this month, or at the first council meeting of the next month if associated with a rezoning. Any recommendations made on zoning requests, future land use amendments, or ordinance amendments tonight will be referred to the City Council for final action at the first council meeting of next month. Council meetings are held at 7:00 p.m. here in the Carnegie Town Hall and are televised. The Planning Commission will first approve the consent agenda and then the regular agenda. In order to place certain non-controversial items on the Commission's consent agenda, Planning staff and the Planning Commission apply the following criteria. First, the request conforms with the Shape Sioux Falls 2040 Comprehensive Plan. Second, Planning staff recommends approval of the request. Third, there are no audience members present or written comments received in opposition to the request. And fourth, the application meets all conditions and requirements of the Sioux Falls zoning ordinance. By approving the consent agenda, the Commission is approving the items on consent. Therefore, upon approval of the agenda, those members of the public in attendance for those items are free to leave. For the regular agenda, the following normal public hearing procedure will be followed for each item by first requesting planning staff to present the brief report on that item. Second, the petitioner or representative will be requested to come forward and make a statement or answer questions. After the petitioner has spoken, anyone from the audience who wishes to address the agenda item shall be recognized. Then the Planning Commission will discuss the matter further and take appropriate action. We ask that anyone addressing the Planning Commission move to the podium microphone and identify themselves for the record. Please limit your comments to less than 5 minutes. As a courtesy to everyone here tonight, we ask that you please either turn off or silence your electronic devices. This meeting is being televised on CityLink and will be rebroadcast Saturday at 10 a.m. and Wednesday at 1 a.m. Thank you for your cooperation. Good evening and welcome to Carnegie Town Hall. I call this meeting of the Sioux Falls Planning Commission to order. I would like to emphasize a couple of items out of courtesy for everyone. Please silence all electronic devices. We look forward to hearing your testimony tonight and appreciate you joining us. In an effort to have a sufficient time to hear from audience members, we ask that when you come to the podium, please state your name and address for the record. Please limit your comments to 5 minutes to allow us to hear everyone who'd like to speak. At this time, we would consider this consent agenda. Denise, please read the items on the consent agenda.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Item 1 is the approval of the minutes. 1A is Planning Commission briefing of Tuesday, October 6, 2020. Item 1B is Planning Commission meeting of Wednesday, October 7th, 2020. Item 2A is petition rezone 013119-2020, rezoning from the RD2 residential suburban townhome district to the RA1 apartment residential low density district located at 3635 West Platinum Point Place. Item 2B, petition rezone 013153-2020, rezoning from the I-1 light industrial and RS single-family residential suburban districts to the RD2 townhome residential suburban district located at 705 South Blauvelt Avenue. Item 2C, petition rezone 013155-2020, rezoning portion from the POPUD pedestrian-oriented PUD district to the RD2 Townhome Residential Suburban District located at the northwest corner of North Ellis Road and West Dockside Drive. Item 2D, petition rezone 013179-2020, rezoning from the RS Single Family Residential Suburban District to the RD1 Twin Home Duplex Residential Suburban District, located at 1312 North Archer Drive. Item 2E, petition rezone 013187-2020, rezoning from the RS Single Family Residential Suburban District to the RD1 Twin Home Duplex Residential Suburban District, located at 812 South Grange Avenue. Item 2F, petition rezone 013189-2020, rezoning from the RA2 Residential Apartment Moderate Density District to the RD1 Residential Single and Twin Home District, located at 4201 North Marion Road. Item 2G, petition rezone 013190-2020, rezoning from the RS Single Family Residential Suburban District to the RD1 Twin Home Duplex Residential Suburban District, located south of East Madison Street and North Willow Creek Avenue. Item 2H, petition rezone 013194-2020, rezoning portion from the C2 Neighborhood Commercial District to the RA1 Apartment Residential Low Density District, located at 100 East 85th Street. Item 2I, petition conditional use 013007-2020, conditional use permit for an additional on-sale alcohol location located at 605 West 11th Street. Item 2J, petition conditional use 013176-2020, conditional use permit for an on-sale alcohol beverage establishment within 500 feet of a sensitive land use located at the southeast corner of South Ellis Road and West Lancaster Street. Item 2K, petition Plan Unit Development 013183-2020, Plan Unit Development Initial Development Plan Amendment to update allowable building heights, setbacks, and add a master parking plan located at 1305 West 18th Street, Sanford Hospital Main Campus. Item 2L, petition Subdivision Plan 013193-2020, preliminary subdivision plan for Grand Prairie Development located southwest corner of West 77th and South Cliff Avenue. Item 3, consent agenda approval.
Thank you, Denise. I understand that there is one item we have heard some response to, and we would like to move that to the regular agenda, and I'd entertain a motion for that item.
Excuse me, Mr. Chair. Can you approve the agenda first and then amend it?
Well, if we approve the agenda first, then that item doesn't get moved.
We'll amend it.
Well, we could do it that way, I suppose.
Mr. Chair, pardon me, bad time there. I'd like to make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Well, we normally also take any comments from the audience that would like to have an item moved. We will be doing that, moving one item 2I in a moment. Is there any other items that we need to move off of the consent agenda onto the regular agenda for discussion? Okay, seeing none. And so we have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda.
Mr. Chair, I'd also like to make a motion to move item 2I to the regular agenda.
Okay,
Second.
and so that's a motion and a second for an amendment to the original motion. We'll vote first on the amendment to move 2I to the regular agenda. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of the amendment say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. So we have an amended motion to approve the consent agenda except for item number 2I that is now on the regular agenda. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying yes.
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 All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you. If you were an item on the consent agenda, your item has now been moved on, so you may leave if you like. Now we'll move to the regular agenda, and I'd entertain a motion to approve that as well.
Make a motion for approval.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the regular agenda with item 2I in it. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying yes.
Yes.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item 2I, petition conditional use 1013007-2020, conditional use permit for an additional on-sale alcohol location located at 605 West 11th Street.
Good evening, Mr. Chair, Planning Commission. Adam Roach with Planning Development Services. Item 2I is the expansion of the Lady Luck Casino to add 10 additional video lottery terminals. The applicant is Dana Geisey. The owner is MG Oil Company. The location is 605 West 11th Street in Pettigrew Heights. The conditional use permit standards have been met in terms of the all the parking that's required is on site. Lighting has been addressed during the initial development of this structure. And a security management plan has been provided to the police department and approved. There are sensitive land uses adjacent to this property. There are a couple of residential properties to the north and east of the establishment. This site, just know that for the record that this site already contains an existing casino and they're just looking to add the additional 10. And the proposed on-sale alcohol beverage establishment meets the criteria of the comprehensive plan. This is an existing arterial corridor with commercial uses. Current operations already include a casino. Appropriate buffers and setbacks were implemented when the building was initially constructed. As I indicated, required parking is on site. Security management plan has been approved by our police department. And because the applicant has provided clarity on the proposed use, nature, and extent of the work, staff recommends approval of the conditional use permit. We have received some opposition to this project from the VOA to the north. To the south of the site. And then we received some opposition from a CPA firm just to the west of the site. And then also from First Lutheran Church, which is just south of the site. I do not see any opposition in the crowd here, but we do have representatives of the building owner and then MG Oil as well, if you would like to hear from them.
Okay, thank you. Is the petitioner here? Please come forward, state your name and address for the record, please.
Hi, thank you. My name is Troy Erickson. I represent MG Oil. I'm the applicant here. We bought the location in January and filled out all the application paperwork, requested a second license, went through the conditional use permit, and we just want another license so we can put 10 more lottery machines in. And I guess I'm just here to answer any questions.
Okay, any questions from the commissioners?
Mr. Chair, the existing property hasn't changed in size. It's the same physical structure that you've purchased.
No, the building's still the same size. The building's not getting added on to. If you look at the bottom right picture there, we have the corner, but the space next to us became vacant. So we plan on just taking a little bit more space next door and cutting a hole through the wall so that people can pass through back and forth. Since we'll have 2 tenant spaces, we should have 2 employees, 1 on each side. Should increase the security and help out a little bit with any issues we have there.
Very good. So you're getting more, you have access to more space than the original.
Right, in the same building.
Very good. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, other questions from the commission?
Okay, thank
Seeing
you.
none, thank you. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak to this item? Okay, seeing none. I guess I'd entertain commission action. We'll close public comment.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion for approval.
It's been moved and seconded for approval of item 2I. Any discussion?
Mr. Chair, we've been having a lot of this type of use doing exact same thing all across the city. And basically it fits, it's the use that's already there, so it makes sense to me.
Okay. Other discussion?
Mr. Chair, I think the compelling fact that they have access to additional space and are looking to utilize that, and also in consideration of the fact that the required security plan has been submitted, reviewed, and approved, I think is all favorable towards a successful vote here. So.
Okay. Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying yes.
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 All those opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Items 5, regular agenda petitions. Item 6, public input on non-agenda items.
At this time, we'll accept any public input on non-agenda items. If there's anybody in the audience who would like to speak to something that isn't on the agenda, now's your chance. Seeing no interest in that, we'll move on to any new business. Seeing no new business, I will entertain a motion for adjournment.
Mr. Chair, a motion to adjourn.
Second.
We are so adjourned. Thank you, Sioux Falls. Have a great night.